operations in the Northeast Zone was aggressively sustained against the activities of terrorist elements within the zone aimed at restoring peace, security, and creating an enabling environment for law and order to thrive. Accordingly, troops of Operation Harden K conducted operational activities in villages and communities within and around Kaga, Damboa, Bama, and Ganzai local government area, all in Borno State, which resulted in significant achievements. Notably, on 4th to 15th November 2022, troops ambushed Boko Haram terrorists along Road Darel, Gumel, Kirawa, and Awori village in Bama local government area of Borno State. During the encounter, troops neutralized 5 of the terrorists while others fled with gunshot wounds. Troops further exploited the area and recovered 3 AK-47 rifles, 15 rounds of 7.62mm special, 2 hand grenades, 2 fabricated 7.62mm special rounds, 25 empty cases of 7.62mm special ammunition, 10 livestock, 9 motorcycles, as well as rescued 6 civilians early adopted by the terrorists. In another development, troops in conjunction with civilian joint task force conducted artillery bombardment as well as clearance operation at Mulilari village in Damba local government area of Borno State. On 8 November 2022, following intelligence on the convergence of Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African Province terrorists at the location, troops engaged the terrorists who fled from the general area. Troops exploited the area and recovered 3 AK-47 rifles, 8 motorcycles, among other items. Also, on 3rd November 2022, troops arrested a notorious Boko Haram terrorist supplier who has been on the watch list at his residence in Damboa town of Damba local government area of Borno State. Equally, on 7th November 2022, troops arrested a Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African Province terrorist collaborator in Kwayakusa local government area of Borno State with a sum of 8,259,510 naira only in his possession. Troops equally arrested 8 other Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African Province logistics suppliers at different locations within the theater with items which include 61 jerrycans of 30 liters of premium motor spirit, various food items, and medical supplies, as well as other sundry items. Similarly, troops arrested a suspected Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African collaborator at Mere in Gedam local government area of Yobe State with a sum of 5 million naira in his possession. Also, on 8 November 2022, troops arrested a Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African Province terrorist with his family while on transit along Gubio Damasak Road in Gubio local government area of Borno State. Items recovered from the terrorists include 20 cartons of noodles, 3 bags of beans, 21 bags of groundnut oil, 3 cartons of Maggi cube, and a bag of sugar. Other items include 4 bags containing clothes, mobile phones, and the sum of 557,600 naira only. In the same vein, troops also rescued 29 family members of the Boko Haram terrorists at Dinsa village in Goza local government area of Borno State. The rescued family members include 2 adults, 15 adult female, and 12 children. Consequently, within the week in focus, troops recovered 8 AK-47 rifles, 5 hand grenades, 50 rounds of 7.62mm special, 19 motorcycles, 16 bicycles, 1 vehicle, 8 mobile phones, 89 Russell cattle, and a sum of 13,863,000 230 naira only, and 71 jerrycans of 30 liters of premium motor spirit. Troops also neutralized 13 Boko Haram terrorists, arrested 10, and rescued 41 civilians, while a total of 250 Boko Haram terrorists and Islamic State of West African Province members and their family, comprising of 43 adult male, 80 adult female, and 121 children, surrendered to troops at different locations within the theater. All recovered items, arrested Boko Haram terrorists, were handed over to appropriate authorities for further action, while the surrendered terrorists with their family members and rescued civilians are being profiled for further action. Equally, the land and air component of Operation Safe Haven in the conduct of operations carried out clearance operations on an identified bandit camp in Magama and Majin Dama Forest near Murin village in Alkeri local government area of Bauchi State. On the 4th November 2022, during the operation, 3 suspected bandits were neutralized while others escaped with injuries. Also, the bandit camp was destroyed and over 200 Russell cattle were recovered during the operation. Furthermore, the air component of Operation Harden K have continued with series of airstrikes to clear the remnants of terrorists and insurgents, as well as deny them freedom of action and movement within the Northeast region. Accordingly, between 4th and 5th November 2022, the air component conducted air interdiction operation at Bolewa and Nguru Ghana in Abadan local government, as well as Bama local government area of Borno State, respectively. Precisely, on 5th November 2022, an air interdiction operation was conducted at Belowa in Abadan local government area of Borno State, following intelligence on the convergence of some Boko Haram terrorists and Islamic State of West African Province leaders and their fighters from surrounding areas for a meeting on a planned attack on a likely location within the general area. Consequently, the location was bombarded, after which 2 vehicles observed to have been conveying 13 injured terrorists that survived the initial strike to another hideout were equally struck, neutralizing the terrorists. Feedback after the strike revealed that Malam Ali Kwaya, and who is a key member of the Islamic State of West African Province, Surah Council, and Malam Buka Mainoka were among those neutralized in the strike. Similarly, air interdiction was carried out same day at Nungarab, Ghana in Bama local government area of Borno State, based on intelligence on the convergence of large group of Islamic State of West African Province insurgents in 15 trucks who were armed with assorted weapons, arriving from different locations within Bama local government area of Borno State, to attack an unspecified location within the general area. Accordingly, the location was bombarded. Feedback revealed that scores of the terrorists were neutralized and all their structures and vehicles engulfed in fire. Now to the North Central Zone. Troops in the North Central Zone theater of operation have sustained offensive action against terrorists and criminal elements with the aim of bringing lasting peace and creating an enabling environment for law and order to strive in the zone. Notably, on 4th November 2022, troops of Guard Brigade raided illegal mining site in Wuna and Tunsum General Area in Gwagwalada Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory and arrested 11 illegal miners with several mining equipment at Wuna, as well as 15 suspected criminals in Tunsum Mining General Area. Also, troops of Operation White Stroke engaged terrorists in a firefight at Garum Village in Rafin local government area of Niger State and recovered 88 cattle and 6 motorcycles. Also, on 9th November 2022, troops of Guard Brigade apprehended 3 suspected criminals at Long Road and Nadav Jos in Akwanga local government area of Nasarawa State. Troops recovered 3 locally fabricated weapons, 12 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition, and 2 AK-47 magazines. All recovered items, arrested criminals have been handed over to appropriate authorities for further action. Now to the Northwest Zone. Troops of Operation Hardened Daji in the Northwest Zone of the country have continued to sustain and dominate the general area of operation to deny terrorists and other criminal elements freedom of action aimed at creating an enabling environment for lasting peace in the zone. Accordingly, troops conducted operational activities at different locations within Zamfara, Kebbi, Sokoto, Kaduna, and Katsina states. Precisely on 9th November 2022, the Special Intelligence Operation Troops tracked and apprehended 2 suspected gun runners at Kudei village in Chukum local government area of Kaduna State, with 400 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition in a truck and the sum of 1 million naira only. Also, troops at airport roundabout in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State apprehended a suspected terrorist logistics supplier with a sum of 1,589,000 naira only, with list of items to be purchased in his possession. Consequently, between 4th to 17th November 2022, troops within the Northeast Zone of operation neutralized 16 terrorists, recovered 13 AK-47 rifles, 107 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special, 5 hand grenades, 75 motorcycles, and 150 Russell cattle, among other items, while 19 civilians were also rescued. All recovered items and rescued civilians have been handed over to relevant authorities for necessary action. In a related development, the air component of Operation Hardened Daji conducted air interdiction operations on 14th November 2022 at a notorious terrorist kingpin hideout named Alaji Ghanaian Enclave at Kidanda Forest in Giwa local government area of Kaduna State. Following intelligence reports on the activities of Alaji Ghanaian and members of his terrorist gang within the general area of operation, subsequently, the location was engaged and bombarded. The aftermath of the strike revealed that many terrorists were neutralized, including Yellow Kanu and several other notorious terrorists. Now to the South-South Zone. Troops of Joint Task Force Operation Delta Safe and other security agents in the South-South Zone of the country have continued to sustain offensive action against oil theft, economic sabotage, and other criminal elements in ensuring a relatively safe and peaceful environment for the operations of international oil companies and the protection of oil and gas infrastructure in the general area, which have yielded some significant successes. Between 3rd and 17th of November 2022, the land and maritime component of Operation Delta Safe in the conduct of kinetic operations geared towards denying criminal elements freedom of action at the creeks, villages, communities, waterways, cities, and towns within Delta, Bayelsa, and Rivers States, with the support of the air component, conducted several operations. Cumulatively, within the weeks in review, troops of Operation Delta Safe in the conduct of Operation Octopus Grip discovered and destroyed 44 illegal refinery sites, 32 wooden boats, 73 storage tanks, 129 cooking ovens, 40 dugout pits. Troops equally recovered 512,000 liters of stolen crude oil, 114,500 liters of illegally refined gas, automotive gas oil, 1,000 liters of premium motor spirit, 40 vehicles, 3 motorcycles, 3 generators, as well as 5 pumping machines. Troops also arrested 29 criminal elements and recovered 104 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammunition. Also, the air component of Operation Delta Safe conducted a series of air mission operations within the Joint Operational Area Zone. Notably, on 7 November 2022, the air component conducted air interdiction operation at Aba Cheke on an identified illegal refining site where significant human activities were confirmed. Consequently, the target was engaged and destroyed. The airstrike led to an inferno that lasted for almost 24 hours. Now to the Southeast Zone. The operational activities of own troops in conjunction with other security operatives to curb the activities of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network criminals to restore law and order in the Southeast Zone has been sustained. Troops conducted operational activities in villages, forests, and communities of identified enclaves and hideouts of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network criminals in Abia, Anambra, Enugu, and Imo State, respectively. Notably, on 3rd November 2022, troops responded to human intelligence on an abduction incident along road Owu Ebu in Ofia local government area of Abia State. Consequently, acting on credible intelligence report, troops embarked on a search and rescue operation at the Amagu village forest, having confirmed same as the indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network's enclave, where the adoptee was suspected to have been held captive. During the search and rescue operation, contact was made, resulting in exchange of fire. Troops neutralized 2 criminals while others fled. Troops exploited the general area and recovered 2 den guns. Equally, troops raided another indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network hideout at Amagun local government area in the same local government, Amagun community in the same local government area. During the firefight, troops neutralized 2 criminals while others fled. Following the operations, 3 AK-47 rifles, 4 pump-action guns, 2 locally made pistols, 1 sniper rifle, 10 rounds of 7.62mm special, 15 rounds of 7.62mm NATO, 6 AK-47 rifle magazine, 4 pairs of combat boots, 2 pairs of camouflage uniform, 2 camouflage jungle hats, 2 CCTV cameras, and 1 transistor radio and solar panels were recovered. Other items recovered include 2 walkie-talkies, 1 INEC image capturing machine, and 1 INEC box, and 2 motorcycles, among other items. Similarly, on 4th November 2022, troops on fighting patrol came in contact with indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network criminals at Akon Aku community in Onhafia local government area of Abia State. During the encounter, troops neutralized 3 criminals while others fled. Troops also recovered 3 pump-action guns, 2 locally made pistols, 8 rounds of 9mm ammunition, and 4 cartridges, among other items. Furthermore, on 12 November 2022, troops at Lusofia in Aguta local government area of Anambra State came in contact with indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network criminals. Troops engaged the terrorists in a firefight, and in the process, 5 of the terrorists were neutralized, and a Toyota Venza was recovered with a Boafeng radio and a handset. Consequently, within a week in focus, troops neutralized 13 indigenous people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network criminals, arrested 6, including their herbalists. Troops also recovered 8 AK-47 rifles, 7 pump-action guns, 3 locally made pistols, 1 sniper rifle, 15 rounds of 7.62mm special, 13 rounds of 7.62mm NATO, 8 rounds of 9mm ammunition, 5 cartridges, 2 pairs of combat boots, 2 pairs of camouflage uniform, 2 camouflage jungle hats. Other items recovered include 2 CCTV cameras, 1 INEC image capturing machine, 1 INEC box, 2 walkie-talkies, transistor radio, 3 solar panels, motorcycles, vehicles, among other items. All apprehended criminals and recovered items were handed over to appropriate authorities for further action. Finally, the Southwest Zone. Troops in the Southwest Zone of the country have recorded appreciable feats in their operations to curb the illegal activities of smugglers of contraband goods in the border area. Accordingly, between 4th to 17th November 2022, troops of Operation Awatsi, in the conduct of Operation Swift Response, conducted joint border patrols at the waterside and villages in Ogun State and Lagos State accordingly. During the operation, troops recovered 865 bags of 50 kg foreign rice and 505 30-liter jerrycans of premium motor spirit. All recovered items were handed over to the Nigerian Customs Service in Ogun and Lagos State for further action. On a final note, I wish to once again convey the Military High Command commendation on troops' efforts in the various theaters of operation across the nation. The media community is once again also acknowledged for their partnership and continued cooperation with the military and other security agents in our quest to restore peace and security to our dear country. Also, the entire populace is hereby appreciated for their support given to the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies in the conduct of operations, while also urging them to continue to provide prompt and credible information on the activities of terrorists and other criminal elements within their respective areas. Thank you all for your attention, and God bless you.